This is a war of choice, and this is a war of aggression. Putin chose to invade Ukraine, and he's going to pay a heavy price for it. Moscow, May 9, 2023. Today we're celebrating the Russian holiday of Victory Day. It marks the surrender of Nazi Germany in World War II. And every year Russia holds a massive military parade with lots of tanks and soldiers marching and waving little red flags. This year's parade is the biggest yet. All of the units that are normally stationed in Ukraine have been brought back home for the holiday so they can show off all the shiny new equipment that was captured from the Ukrainians. Now that's sarcasm if I've ever heard any. Now this video could be very different because Vladimir Putin may not be there to watch his parade. He may be hiding in a bunker somewhere fearing for his life. That's right. The Wagner group is reportedly coming for him. They threaten civil war unless he resigns. And apparently that includes killing Putin. Of course, Putin has called the Wagner group terrorists and banned their activities throughout Russia. But here's the thing, nobody in Russia is willing to go against the Wagner group, not even Uncle Luka. So who knows where Putin is or what he's doing. Maybe he is attending the parade right now, but maybe he's not. Let's take a look. Well, looks like Putin did make it to the parade. And you know, he didn't come alone. He brought a special guest with him, Chinese President Xi Jinping. So Putin must feel pretty safe with all of these bodyguards around him. Now, why did Xi Jinping come to this parade? Well, we already know that China supports Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So they're probably just showing solidarity, you know, like we support you no matter what. Putin and Xi aren't the only friendly world leaders to show up. North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un also made an appearance. What are the odds? The three amigos are all sitting together watching this parade. This is an impressive sight. All three of these men embody everything that is wrong with the world today. Totalitarian dictators with huge egos and even bigger armies. They think they can do whatever they want because they're too powerful to be stopped. But they're wrong. Eventually someone will stop them. Here come some troops riding on tanks. Now those vehicles are carrying Iskander missiles. They were designed to deliver nuclear warheads. So they're kind of like the miniaturized version of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Now watch the soldier on the left. He almost tripped while carrying that rocket launcher. Don't worry, we got your back, comrade. Now here comes the star of the show, the Russian army. There are thousands of troops in this parade. These are the best and brightest that Russia has to offer. They were hand-selected to represent the might of the Russian military. Wait, hold on. I think there's a little mix-up here. These are actually the conscripts that were forced to join the army. Most of them didn't even have a choice. In fact, many of them were arrested for things like skipping a beat or jaywalking, and then given the choice, either you join the army and fight in Ukraine or you get jailed for 5 years. So let's give these brave freedom fighters a big round of applause. The Russian army is supposedly the second best army in the world, right behind China. This is what they look like when they're not fighting in a war. Do they look strong and powerful? Well, that depends on what you're looking for. I mean, they sure do seem confident, that's for sure. We're marching, we're in formation, and we're totally committed to this war. We're not gonna lose. You gotta respect that kind of confidence. What about all of these shiny new tanks? Are they impressive? Well, again, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, look at this one. It's brand new, just came out of the factory last week. Oh, wait, never mind. It's covered with mud. I guess it was abandoned in a Ukrainian minefield. But still, this tank is worth at least $2 million. So let's give Russia's economy a big round of applause. And how about all of these helicopters? Impressive. If you like spending money, Russia's got plenty of them. It says here that this is the super modern almighty K-52 Alligator attack helicopter. It's the most advanced helicopter in the world. Just don't ask where all the bulletproof glass is. Turns out Russia hasn't invented bulletproof glass yet. But hey, they're working on it. Hey, look, it's a jet. No, it's not just any jet. It's Russia's most advanced 5th generation stealth fighter, the Su-57. It's so advanced that they built 2 of them. Here's one. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They only built 1. But it doesn't matter because Russia has the technology to build hundreds more. Yeah, that's right. Or they have the technology to produce nothing. And if you think that's a joke, check out this next one. It says here that Russia is showcasing its hypersonic missile, the KH-102. And this weapon is so advanced that they built 6 of them. Here's one. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They built 0. But that's okay because Russia has the technology to build none of these things. The Russian military is the most technologically advanced fighting force in the world. At least that's what they tell themselves every day in the shower. Now here's something that you don't see every day. It's a Russian submarine. Why is it impressive? Well, because it's nuclear powered. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not impressive at all. In fact, it's kind of stupid because if you're going to build a nuclear submarine, the last thing you want is for it to be made by Russia. You know, since Russia is the country that has the worst record when it comes to nuclear safety. But hey, it's not dangerous. They got the technology to keep it safe. No, this parade is not about military strength. It's not about technological advancement. It's not about patriotism or national pride. This is a parade of shame. It's a celebration of everything that Russia has lost. It's a chance for the citizens to come together and mourn the death of their country. And it gets worse. At the end of the parade, there's going to be a speech by Vladimir Putin. And I'm not talking about a short little speech here. Oh no, this is going to be a State of the Union type speech. He's going to talk about the greatness of Russia and the strength of the Russian military. He's going to spin a web of lies so big that even Goebbels would be impressed. And everyone in Russia is going to sit there and listen to him. And if they question what he's saying, well, they'll get sent to a labor camp in Siberia. Do you know what the worst part is, though? It doesn't have to be this way. Russia doesn't have to be stuck in this endless cycle of violence and war. It doesn't have to live in the shadow of his past. The Russian people are smart and talented and creative. They just need a chance to show the world what they can do. They need to be free of this war and free of Vladimir Putin. Now, if you'd like to see another video that I made about Russia, you can click right here. Thanks for watching.